As we have learned, when we are looking for solutions to systems of equations, we're going to look for the point where the two lines cross. So in our first example here, it says a point is a solution to a system of equations if it makes both the equations true. So it is shown on the graph as the intersection of the two lines. So when we're looking for the solution on a graph, we're going to look for that point where those two lines cross. So when we're being asked what is the solution to this system of equations, we're going to circle that point where they cross, and then we're going to see that the x value is 8 and the y value is 1, which means the ordered pair for our solution to a system of equations is 8, 1. Now, on problem 2, we are given our two equations, but we are not given the equations on a graph. We don't have the lines. So what we are being asked to do is to graph and identify the solution to the system of equations. So we need to do both of those. And when we're graphing lines written in slope-intercept form, meaning we are seeing our lines written as y equals mx plus b, we know that we need to graph first the y-intercept, and then the second thing we need to do is use our slope. So the first thing is the y-intercept. Our y-intercept is our b value. So I'm going to go ahead and circle our b value here. In this case, it's plus 6. So I'm going to find positive 6 on my y-axis. My y-axis is right here. So I can find positive 6 right there beside the 6. So I found my positive 6. Now the next thing that I need to do is I need to use my slope. I know that slope is represented by the m value, which means that my slope is negative 3. Now I remember that slope is equal to rise over run, which means that I need to convert this to a fraction. So negative 3 converted into a fraction, we're going to put that over 1. So my rise is negative 3, my run is 1. So if I'm going to go negative 3, that means I'm going to count down 1, 2, 3 to the right 1. And I can do this multiple times. Down 3, 1, 2, 3 to the right 1, 1, 2, 3 to the right 1. And we can keep going down and find all of our points on that line. Now, once we've found all of those points, we can go ahead and graph that line by connecting them all together. So we're going to draw that line as straight as we can, even using a straight edge if we've got one available to us. Something like a ruler or a dry erase board. And then we've got our first line graphed. We've now graphed y is equal to negative 3x plus 6. So we've graphed our first line. Now we need to graph our second line. So when we're graphing our second line, I'm going to go ahead and choose a different color here, so that way we can keep track of it a little bit better. And we're going to see, oh, we've got slope-intercept form again. Y equals mx plus b. So if we've got y equals mx plus b, that means we're going to graph our b value first, which is negative 9. So on our y-axis, we're going to go all the way down to negative 9. And then we're going to use our slope of 3/4, which means we're going to go rise over run. Our rise is 3, our run is 4. So we're going to go up 3, 1, 2, 3, to the right 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to keep going, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we've found all of those points, so we're going to go ahead and connect those together now with that line as straight as we can. All right, so now that we've graphed our line, we can go ahead and identify our solution. So remember, we're looking for that point. Our solution is the point where the two lines intersect. We're going to look for the intersection of those two lines. So I can see that those two lines cross over right here. So the solution then is my ordered pair. My ordered pair, I'm going to go over 4. So I've got 4, and then I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So my solution is 4 and negative 6.